Here with Keith, we've just come off the pitch after a 3-1 defeat away at Maldon and Tiptree, which leaves us second in the league. So how do you think it went?
Firstly, I congratulate Maldon on the result. I thought they were a good team today, you know, and I've said it in past interviews when I've done with you once or twice that sometimes people don't give the opposition enough credit. We certainly haven't had enough credit from our teams in our league. So I've got to give Maldon credit for a good performance against a team like us who at the minute we're on good run of form. So fair play to them for the result today. It was 3-1 and it could have been one goal in it, you know. And but like I said, fair play to Maldon. I thought they were good on the day, but at the same time, I felt for the first 20 minutes or so we were excellent. We were on our front foot, and like I said, the goal we could have done better with their first goal. We certainly could have done better in possession before the boy for the second goal. We could have done much better in possession before he obviously hit one. He's hit an absolute belter, and Davey can't save that, you know. So that was, in that sense, it was a good goal for them. And then we got ourselves back in the game. We got a foothold back in the game. And again, like I said in the change rooms after at the end of the game, you know, it kind of 3 mistakes, you know, but at the same time they were good value. But also I felt we played in phases. We played really well ourselves, you know.
So, cracking strike from Wyan to pull it back to 2-1.
It was, yes, yeah. And I just felt that, I said to the boys at half time, I just felt that if we'd have just kept it to 1-0 with 10-15 minutes to go, you know, that could have been nervous on their behalf. And I just felt like I said, that goal right after the half time kind of knocked the stuffing out of us a little bit, you know. And it was a cracker, like I said, you don't stop them. He's hit that tremendous, the kid. But then we get back in the game. Wans, who I thought had an excellent game today, scores for us. I thought him and John were a real threat down the right hand side of the park again, like I said. But I just felt that inside the game there was probably three or four of our lads that just weren't at the races, running alongside the game. And like I said before, listen, I give them credit when credit's due, but today I just felt there was 3 or 4 that possibly, you know, let the game pass them by. And when you come up against a team like Maldon, who are a good team, like I keep saying, you know, we need 9. We can carry 1 or 2, but we can't carry 3 or 4, or else the result's not going to go our way.
I think one of the things that we sort of spotted was that against other teams in this division, you get a lot more time on the ball.
Yeah, like I said the centre halves before the game. I said them in half time. I said to the boys in centre midfield and the midfield area, you're not going to get time on the ball, you know, especially the 2 boys up front for them. I thought they were sharp behind you, but also when you took a touch, they were there, they were on your shoulder, they were nicking balls off the front of my centre half's feet. So my lads had to really position themselves really quickly, get to the ball early and deal with it early. So that means they don't have that opportunity to get in front, because they never give up any ball, you know, at the end. But we also have been doing the same to teams. My 2 lads up top have been working their socks off, you know, and we've gone again in game after game, and today possibly was just that game too many for us. But at the same time, I must have to say that I don't think the officials were the right choice for today's game. I said it 5 minutes into the game. They didn't particularly disagree with me, their bench, and I just felt that it wasn't the right choice, because it was quite a big game for the 2 clubs. You could see after the game that it was a big game for them and for us. And I just felt the choice of officials, who chose them, where they came from, it just wasn't. It was a decent crowd, and the game itself, albeit we made a few mistakes, for them to score. And like I said, I'll give them full credit for the result. But I just felt that the choice of referees, the choice of the referee, the choice of the linesman this side of the park, I felt the Alboy was okay. It has to be said that in particularly didn't go our way on the day. And I've been pretty honest all along with referees in this league, and I know they fast track them because they have to, but at the same time I have to be honest and have to be truthful in the fact that it just was possibly not the right choice of referee because it was possibly too big a game.
Yeah, like you say, it was the biggest game in the division so far this season.
Yes,
So,
and it needed a strong referee. And at the end of the day, I'm only being honest. It's an honest opinion. I'm not saying that the decisions were blatantly against us. I just felt that it was so inconsistent, and you know, a little phase of play before they scored the third goal, it was a stonewall free kick in the other end of the pitch. So the ball came out of that area, went down into our half of the pitch, went down the bottom half. All right, there was still a bit to do for them to score, but that phase of play wouldn't have happened if we'd have had a free kick going the other way. And Alex gets booked for it because he knows he's right, but he gets booked for it, you know. And so I'm going to defend Alex totally for voicing his opinion, you know. So because we all have an opinion, and at the end of the day, I'm not being brutal, or I'm just being honest to the fact that I'm pretty sure that 99% of the people in this ground probably thought that if you were obviously a Maldon fan, you'd have been happy with the choice of referee. But from our point of view, I just felt that, again, not taken away from Maldon, it was a bit of a shame that after 5 minutes, I thought this was going to be a hard afternoon for us with the referee.
So, changing the subject slightly, it's good to see Tom Richardson make his debut towards the end.
Yes, listen, at the minute, this is the strongest bench, this is the strongest squad I've had for today's game, and hopefully further on, you know, we will have our bits and pieces with the squad, but at the end of the day, we've got a strong group now here, you know, and we'll try and push as far as we can, you know, but I do believe that it'll take a good team to beat Maldon. They'll have their off days, but at the same time we have to be positive, and I've got a good group of players here, and you know what, they're, as I said on numerous occasions, they're a good bunch together as well, you know. So listen, it's 3 points we've dropped in the 4th of January, you know. Let's put it in perspective. That I doubt they'll get carried away too much with the result today, and we won't either, you know. And it's not a 2-horse race. There's teams around us, so you know, we won't get too carried away. Like I said, I've always said we won't get too carried away when we get a good result, but at the same time we won't get too down on ourselves when we don't get a result, because at the end of the day, it's just 3 points, and like I said, it's the 4th of January.
A bit of a break from the pressures of the league next week. Got a freebie against Hornchurch in the FA Trophy.
Yeah, we're going to totally look forward to it. You know, the training's going to be positive this week. As far as I'm concerned, by Monday, by tomorrow, this game will be gone. We're going to focus on the build-up to the Hornchurch game, and it's a good game for the players because they deserve it, and it's a good game for the football club because the club deserve it as well. As soon as I came through the door, the club have been great with me as well, you know, so it works both ways. So we've all been good for the club in terms of performances up till now, and like I said, long may it continue, but also it's good for the football club as well that we got this game. And you know, it's going to be hard, there's no doubt about it. It's going to be a hard game for us today, next Saturday. We're no illusions that they're a really good football team, they're a physically good football team as well, they're fit. But like we've proven on our day, in 4 away games against teams from higher levels and 1 home against a team against a higher level, we can hold our own, and there's no different, you know. So like I said, we'll pick ourselves up after today for sure, and we'll go again, and we'll be totally looking forward to next Saturday.
Thanks very much.